So no parcel. No parcel. I don't even know if I'm getting a refund at this point because it's saying it's been delivered. However, the courier is saying it's undeliverable, whatever that's supposed to mean. So Amazon have believe they're sending it out to me, but the courier, whoever the courier is, can't deliver it. So I don't know if I'm going to get a refund or not. So that's the last time I ordered myself a parcel out to me like that. So absolute waste of time. However, gutted about that. But the family that I met a couple of days ago and walked with them have just literally arrived today and just caught me up. So I'm so chuffed to see them again. They've just literally turned up here to have their breakfast. And yeah, it's like, I told them that, like, because they thought, oh, are we going to run into Cat again? Are we going to run into Cat again? And I said, well, I would have been gone yesterday. I literally would have left yesterday and I would have been a day ahead of them if my parcel had turned up. But it's good to see them again, honestly. And see, this is what I said a few days ago, isn't it? How when people are doing these walks, you see them at different parts of the way, along the way. Like, they rest, I catch up to them. I rest, they catch up to me. But it's small world. So that's made me happy seeing them again. I'm really pleased about that, but gutted about my parcel. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I don't know what I'm going to do, but onwards and upwards, I guess. Onwards and upwards. Move on to the next location, I guess. So guys, I have now left Ilfracombe and I've just been dropped off off the bus at here. Now, obviously I'm not staying here. This, if you look on the map, is at the top of a river. So I've just been dropped off here and I'm going to make my way to the river, to the riverside. We know the score by now, don't we? We know the score. To the riverside, walk down the river back to the coastline and then, yeah, carry on making my way down. Okay, so currently making my way down the river and I hate doing this. I'm not gonna lie, I hate doing this. Is looking on Google Maps to see how long it'll take, but I need to look just to have an idea that I'm walking in the right direction. I mean, to be fair, it is signposted everywhere, like literally, you know, coastal paths, bike rides along this route everywhere, but silly me, I always end up walking in the wrong direction. So just to have a brief look, I like to have a look on the maps to see which direction I need to be heading in. And yeah, it's looking like a full-on afternoon's walk. It is now 12:30. 12:30. Let's see how long it is before I reach back down to the coast again, because something tells me I'm going to be walking down this riverside all afternoon. Cutting through I've got a few choices by the looks of it on the maps. I can either walk, see, when you put it in Google Maps, it gives you a couple of options to walk, but it guides you along the road. For whatever reason, it doesn't always guide you along the coastal path, it guides you along the roads. So along the roads it's showing at 4 hours walking time. So whether it's the same or longer along the coastal path, I don't know. So yeah, so I'm guessing I'm going to be hitting the coast again, probably around tea time-ish. Let's see how this one goes. So this is the River Taw. Like I say, Ilfracombe is in that direction. We've just come up here on the bus and some of the buses don't even come over the river. So if this one hadn't come over the river, I would have been walking. There's another bridge further up here. We didn't come over this one, we went one further up, and some of the buses don't always come over the river, but this one did and dropped us off at the train station, which is on the other side of the river, so that sort of cut some walking time down. But yeah, this is the River Taw, and now making our way, oh, show you this, right along here. Following this trail right along here, and obviously it's a biking route as well, of course. So let's have a quick look at this information here. So yeah, obviously looks like I'm walking all the way down there. Jeez. So yeah, you can sort of grasp how far I've got to walk by looking at that. Our first animals of this part of the journey, sheep. No horses, no cows, no dogs, sheep. And I guess sheep aren't going to come up to me and say hello, but yeah, so walking along here, and I'm going to take a guess that I'm not going to see many walkers. I ain't going to see many walkers. I've seen a couple, but I'm guessing if people aren't going to be doing as much as I'm doing. They're probably just going to do the usual loops, locals. But this looks like to be a very popular biking route. As you can see, there's already been tons of people that have passed me on their bike along the way. Loads and loads of bikers, but I've seen one bird watcher and another walker, and that's about it, but the rest have been bikers. So yeah, let's see once again, am I the only crazy one to be doing this entire walk? So a little pit stop here along the way. Like I said, very, very popular cycling route. Lots of cyclers doing, well, I've just been talking to a couple doing either north to south or south to north, obviously along here. And obviously I'm sat down and straight away again the gear, you know, open for conversation of, you know, they don't even need to second guess it. Are you doing the course path? Yes. But actually they don't even say, are you doing the course path now? They actually say, are you doing the salt path? And I say to him, and I'm getting a few same responses back, I say to him, I take it you've seen the film, and most people say they haven't seen the film, they've read the books. So I haven't read the books, I've seen the film. So yeah, everyone knows the salt path by now, especially down this way. So yes, again, it's one of them same repeated conversations. And obviously, as soon as they see the gear, are you doing the coastal path or are you doing the salt path? And it's like, yeah, where have you come from, where are you going? But I enjoy it again, I enjoy it. It's the same thing, you know, meeting people along the way, talking to different people, and you know, hearing their stories and whatnot. And like I say, again, who knows, I may run into these people again in another place, which always makes it interesting. So I'm kind of getting the gist of these walks now, kind of getting the feel for them. So obviously from Minehead basically to where I was this morning in Ilfracombe, very, very, very intense walking, very intense. So the fact that I've been able to relax the past couple of days, like I say, I really, really needed that. Then get to here and basically start making my way down this riverside. And as you can see, basically a straightforward stretch. It just looks like a continuous path, flat, the whole way along the riverside. So yes, even though it's a few hours or so of walking back to obviously the coast, I feel like this is once again calm before the storm, pretty much, where this is easing me back into the walk again. Once I hit the coast again and start hitting and walking obviously along the coast, that's when it's going to start getting very, very hilly again. But right now I'm just going to enjoy being able to walk along a straight flat path, because I haven't done this for the past 4 days from Minehead. It's been very hilly, so I'm appreciating this very much. And again, once again, the weather is beautiful. So yeah, I think I probably will there's another place, right, the last stop right at the end of the river. It kind of takes a bend, right, and the last stop there is another Wetherspoons there, and I think I probably will make it there for around tea time ish. So I'm going to nip in there, get a drink, and then make my way down to the coast, and obviously probably pitch up somewhere along the coast later on tonight. So good afternoon of walking before I imagine it starts getting tough again in the next coming days. So yeah, biker's just gone past me and jumped off, and he said, do you know what, I've seen about 4 or 5 of yous lot doing this coastal path walk. He goes, what's so good about it, what's so fascinating about it? He says, all I see, you just, and you say it's fun and you enjoy it, but to me you look absolutely knackered. And I said, yeah, I mean it is, you know, there's no two ways about it, it's exhausting. I'm not going to beat around the bush, it's absolutely shattering, and you know what I mean, it's tough going and carrying all the stuff and whatnot. However, like I said to him, I said, you've just got to sit down while I can. You've literally just got to experience it. That's it. You've got to experience it. You've got to try it to experience it. And like I said to him, I said, it's for me, personally for me, and I'm sure other people will agree, the scenery. The scenery just makes up for it all. You know, the beautiful scenery, the beautiful walks, that's what makes up for it. So yes, it's cause it's exhausting, but I said, you know, at the end of the day, riding a bike's exhausting. You know, if that's what you enjoy doing, you want to ride your bike, you ride your bike. That's what you like doing. Everyone has their outlets. Do you know what I mean? Everyone has the things that they enjoy doing, and we can never understand fully why other people do what they do. Does that make sense? So yeah, you know, but I mean, this is what I'm saying, it's at least it's conversation. He stopped and asked, and we had a nice chat, and he said he's local around here, so to him it's just you know, local, whereas I said I prefer it, obviously, like I said to people, I prefer it down here along the coast to up north. The weather's better, it's nicer, like I said, the scenery. So yeah, everyone has their outlets, what they enjoy. I feel like I'm a train and I'm about to go under a dike tunnel, except for I'm walking through one. I think someone did say to me, actually I'm going to take another seat, bloody knackered. I think somebody did actually say to me that this did used to be an old train line. I'm not 100% sure. There may have been. There probably is some information on it somewhere. But yeah, I've not done too bad. Not done too bad at all. Yeah, I was just literally thinking about it, where it's like, again, it's one of them where I thought this walk would have pretty much been hardcore all afternoon. And I'm nearly to the end. I'm only about an hour now, an hour to go. So it hasn't actually felt that bad. And I know it's easier said than done, right? But if I just jump on a walk, if I literally just jump on a walk and just do it, just do it, and I don't think twice about it, I just get on with it and do it, it goes like that. It goes pretty fast and it isn't too bad. However, yet again, it all does depend on how I'm feeling, how hard the walk is, you know what I mean? Because it's always them days where when the walk's been harder and that lasts like hour, couple of hours where I'm absolutely exhausted, all I can think to myself is, I've had enough now, get me off this walk, when's this going to end? And it just, the last few hours always seem to just drag. Whereas other times it's like, it just goes so quick. It literally just goes so quick, and 5 hours, 5-6 hours is gone just like that. So yeah, because obviously this has just been a straightforward path, no hills, nothing like that. I've seen people along the way, which has been nice. Had a couple of chats with a few people. Time's just flown by. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to Spoons and having another drink. And that's the thing, when I get to Spoons now, it's either I'm going to stay there a few hours and then move on and, you know, go and find somewhere along the coast, obviously, to crash, or I'm going to stay there and I'll find somewhere near Spoons, nearby, to crash, and then I can go back there again in the morning for my morning coffee. But I just don't know yet, so it's a case of I'm going to get to Spoons, have a nice refreshing drink, and then see how I feel and see what ends up happening as usual. Hello! Echo! Echo! Nah, not that good, not that good of an echo. So he's like, you can definitely tell that it used to be something. Look, these are either bricked off or there was something there that's now a grate, but yeah. Oh, now I know our train feels. Oh, there isn't one on the fence on this one. I'll just stand there and freak people out as they come past. Well, I've somewhat made it back to the coastline. There's not very much sea. I don't know if this is still part of the river or if this is the sea. It's just that the tide is out right now. So I'm walking up to that bridge up there. I think I'm carrying on along here, along this path, and heading up to that bridge over there. I'm going to be crossing that bridge over to the other side where apparently there'll be I guess a spoons over there somewhere, and then yeah, go from there, of course. But no, can you imagine owning one of these boats? And then like not being able to actually use it because the tide is out. And I wonder how often like the tide does come in and out, I guess. So yeah, this cycle path here and this path that I've been walking along, what does this look like to you guys? What does this look like to you? It's no like the train would have come across along here, and this is a platform. And now we can literally walk up and down it. There's the yacht club. But yeah, this is an old train line tower, right? You know, walking under that tunnel at one point, trains would have been running under there. And I'm guessing that's the old signal box there. So how cool is this? So I guess when the sea is out, when the tide is out, business is slow. Because obviously you can't fish or do anything when the tide's out. You've got that, and then look at this. I wonder what goes on in there. You know what I mean? Wow. Yeah, business must be very slow. I mean, it's so dry. It's very, very dry the whole way along. So this path here, I've literally been on this same path now. The same path. I haven't come off it, I haven't diverted on it. I've literally been on this same path now for the past 4 hours. 4 hours, and like I say, it's gone like that, and there's been no hills, no steps, no fields, just a nice steady walk, and I've genuinely really enjoyed it. Now, don't get me wrong, equally, if I'd been doing this all day, from the minute I got up till now, it'd be a different story. I'd probably be like, okay, this is getting a bit tedious, I'm getting me off this one, you know, because the same continuous path after a while gets very, very boring. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and I guess that's because obviously I've been relaxing the last couple of days. Do you know what I mean? I've been literally, I haven't done hardly any walking the past 2 days, so it's been a nice steady walk along here, seeing different things, and you know, like I say, it's not been tedious, it's not dragged, it's not been knackering. So I'm nearly to the end now. I'm nearly to Spoons, another 15 minutes or so, and I'm actually nearly there. And yeah, what a really nice walk. Absolutely loved it. So yeah, I'm just walking over the bridge now, and Wetherspoons is along here somewhere, not far, 10 minutes, and I am there. So, and it is now 5:15. 5:15. So yeah, the last about 4 to 5 hours I've been walking along this riverbed, and yeah, like I said, it's been an absolutely enjoyable, really enjoyable walk. So my feet are starting to hurt now, so I'm going to go and, like I say, have a sit down in Spoons, and then of course decide what to do next and where to go next. Obviously I'm now in Wetherspoons, and this is what it used to look like. So that's the street I've just walked down here, and then up here into Wetherspoons. Yeah, once again unique to all the others with different unique pictures. Okay, so I just relaxed for a few hours in Wetherspoons, and you know, every time I start recording it's like the noisy cars know, and they just go zooming past me with the noisy engines. I don't know. Yeah, so just gonna have a wander around for a little bit to see you know, to see what's around before it goes dark. Obviously I'm gonna make my way over to that park and obviously go and scout out a little corner or something, but yeah, just gonna have a quick look around briefly before, you know, because obviously it's way too early. Yeah, it's like timing it right, you know what I mean? I don't want to get there too early, but I don't want to get there when it's bloody pitch black dark either, because I don't really like setting my tent up when it's really dark, like, to, you know. So yeah, let's go and have a look around. Well, I'm so confused. This river filled up very quick. Like, honestly, that's the bridge I crossed, and you saw how dry it was when I crossed that river earlier. Like I said, I've just been sat in Wetherspoons a couple of hours, and it's literally filled to the brim. Literally filled up to the brim. So, blimey heck, it doesn't have come in fast. Jeez, biggies, that's crazy. Okay, guys, so I've found myself a little corner in a park. I can't really show you too much because it is going dark now, so tune in for tomorrow's upload to find out obviously where I stayed and where I'm gonna go next on this adventure. But for now, hope you've enjoyed today's upload, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.